especially like LGBT type of issue here.
Yes.
Well, I used to feel, and that's what my British friend says, but if you say like there's only two sex in the world, then you're kind of punished. So
the worst person ever.
Isn't it?
You're literally worse than Hitler, these people would say.
Yeah. Now we have, I don't know how, if I can explain to you properly, but we do have LGBT type of issue. We didn't have it maybe 50 years ago, I think. So 20 years ago when I arrived to this country, so one of my classmates was like, I wouldn't ask him if he's gay or not, type of, communication that we had. But now we don't have much discrimination in Japan for LGBT or anything. We accept anything. But then we actually are creating this law to do with LGBT. When even England, we don't have any laws about LGBT. And now we have a shared toilet. So there's much less female
Gender
toilet.
neutral.
Yeah, exactly. So is there anything like that in UK?
Yeah, so in the UK we have things like, in some places, in the more woke part of the countries, you will see things like gender neutral toilets, and obviously it's the start of Pride Month, where every business pretends like it cares because it gets money. But in the UK, I'd say we're not as bad as America, but from what I've been learning, so we are hopefully bringing out a documentary next week where I'm looking at the sexualization of children and how we are normalizing paedophilia. And actually when I first started looking at it, I was just looking at the sexualization, but actually the gender ideology almost comes hand in hand with all this. So it just, my research went from here to here. And we have, so in the UK, well, the World Health Organization have set out, they've created the framework for what they call CSE, which is Comprehensive Sexuality Education. Now I'm 28, so I wasn't in school, it wasn't that long ago since I was at school, and we had sex education, which was pretty much about, here's how you clean your bits, and to have a baby, you must have this, and then you can have a baby. That's what makes a baby. Now it's sexuality education. So we are teaching kids from a very young age about the whole idea of being gay, being lesbian, being whatever the new words are. So we are actually now adding a sexuality to the education. We are opening children up to sexual content. They're teaching children to masturbate from a very young age. They are.
I know that's.
So
I've seen
it's
it
horrendous.
as well,
It's but so many people when you talk about these things, so many people think that's crazy. No, they don't. No way would that happen. But it's all right there. In Wales and England, it's RSE, relationships and sexuality education. In Scotland, it's RHP, relationships, sexual health and parenthood. But they're all CSE. They're all comprehensive sexuality education as set out by the World Health Organization.
Yeah, I know, it's getting really worse, isn't it? What can we do?
Well, exactly. That's one of the things many of the Welsh parents have asked. Because so recently in Wales, it was passed through the Welsh Parliament that their parents could not opt out their children from these lessons.
Right.
So it's now written in law. The kids have to go there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah. In Scotland, it's a bit different, but Scotland, they do it in another clever way. So in Scotland, they incorporate it. It's called, is it something like trans-inclusive education? But if you look up, I'll send you the link if you want. I think it's at TIE Education Scotland. They manage to get it in all lessons. So for example, in maths, there'll be a bit of graph, and some of it will be filled in with the rainbow flag or the current pride flag. And it'll say calculate the area of the pride flag. So it's incorporated into all lessons in Scotland. It's very sneaky.
Yeah, I think in our country too that it's starting to happen.